Welcome, Finger Lakes music lovers. You know who and I are back to talk to you about music coming up this week in the Finger Lakes area from June 2nd to June 9th this year. My name is Janelle Bradshaw, and I'm here representing FLXmusic247.com, which is an online searchable calendar for all the live music in the Finger Lakes. You can use the calendar as a search by town or by date or by specific venues. So I encourage you to use the calendar to plan your events. You can also click on music events for more information whenever you see one of the color tiles flip over to a logo, and you'll notice what I'm talking about when you do that. So let's get started right away. What a great weekend we had here in the Finger Lakes. Hundreds of music events. I had a great time. I'd like to give a special shout out to the sound team who managed the entire stage at the Waterloo Memorial Day Festival. Sound System Productions, Josh Klester, Tobin, and April Keeler ran the sound. Super awesome people, easy to work with, efficient, motivated, and interacted well with musicians. Got tons of compliments about the bands and the sound, so congratulations to all those people. So starting out with our Hotspot segment this week, I'd like to highlight a vineyard that is just a little bit south of Geneva on the east side of Seneca Lake. It's Zugabee Vineyard, and tonight on Thursday, every Thursday, they have a music series from 6 to 9, and this week they'll be featuring the Endy Brothers. Also on Sunday, they have an extra concert, which will be featuring Sean Williams on her Wallowing in the Night tour. I'm guessing that's country music. I hope so. They have an incredible setting down there. They have a bandstand a little bit away from the building, so you can see the entire view of Seneca Lake, enjoy their Adirondack chairs and great views and great tunes. Head on out there if you have a chance. Also on Friday night, in addition, on Friday night, down at the Sampson State Park, live at the Vista, the Sessler companies have put together an incredible venue for you down there. Not only do they have music and the views of Seneca Lake up close, they've also added a movie screen down there so you can catch a movie at the same time. This Friday will be Shades of Grey, of course, a Grateful Dead influenced 5-piece band led by a female vocalist. Should be a great show. The Switzerland Inn over on Keuka Lake is a full-service restaurant hanging off the edge of Keuka Lake, and they have music starting tonight, Thursday, with an acoustic duo, Joe and Jake, followed up on Sunday with the Ampersand duo, which will be playing right on the dock, and Tuesday, June 7th, one of the area's finest and most popular young female singers playing a variety of music, Peyton Clark. If you haven't heard her, I've heard rave reviews, and I'm heading down to hear her for the first time on Tuesday, June 7th. Well, up on the hills around Keuka Lake, outside of the city of Penn Yan, you'll find Abandon Brewery. Again, the vista up there, looking out over the lake and the hills. They're having music Friday night on June 3rd. Tim Braley will be there. And on Saturday afternoon, Hate Street Irregulars, also a Grateful Dead influenced band, will play from 3 to 6. Check out that scene. And in Auburn, well, Auburn's a very historical town. They've got incredible cultural features there. So many things. They're even hard to list. I'll be gleaning all of their events from their downtown festival, first Friday of every month. Last month I put over 10 music events just for Friday night on the calendar, and you can look for those, when you look at the calendar this week. All kinds of stuff, from classical music to your classic rock. Definitely check out Moondogs and Shep's Brewer on the corner of the main street down there in Auburn. Okay, well, our hot shots. This is a chance for us to look at some of the artists that I think you'll want to see for sure. And I'd like to introduce Lee Brice. He'll be playing at the first annual Country Music Festival at the Wayne County Fairgrounds this Saturday. This is a great opportunity. It's the first annual, so get on out there and support this new event. The doors will open for at 2 o'clock, and a band called Chasing Neon, a local band, will be playing at 3 o'clock for free. So even if you just want to check out the scene, you can head on over there, see what's going on. At 4 o'clock, the doors will open for the main stage, and that is a ticketed event. You can find a link right on FLXmusic247.com, or you can find it on Facebook under the Finger Lakes Country Music Festival, and there'll be food and drink for sale. But let's talk about Lee Brice for a second. I looked up some information about this artist, and he's had 3.6 billion hits on Pandora for his music. I tell you, all of the awards and nominations that he's received for his music, there's just too many. You'll have to look him up. Lee Brice, LeeBrice.com, I believe, is his website. And if you get a chance to head out there, you definitely should. I'm hoping that this festival is an ongoing festival and will continue to grow right here in the heart of the Finger Lakes. Well, down in Penn Yan at Laurentide, we're looking forward to hearing 3 bands this weekend, the first of which is on Friday, which is the Endless Mountain Derelicts. They've shortened their name already to the EMD. Why do people do that? Make up your own words. I don't know what they mean. EMD. Emergency medical device? No. Endless Mountain Derelicts. And so I quote from their website that says they play a tight line between folk, classic country, bluegrass, and rock. They'll be playing Friday night from, I think, 6 to 9 down there. On Saturday, you can hear Steve McLean at Laurentide, and on Sunday, Head to the Roots plays from 1 to 4. Also, on Monday night, it's the first Monday of the month, they have an open mic, and this month it'll be hosted by David Boyd on Monday, June 5th. One of my favorite bands called Feed the Fire will be playing this week at Wagner Winery out at the Vantage Point on Friday from 6:30 to 9. They're a psychedelic rock band, but it's not crazy. It's not so far out that you can't relate. They also offer a little bit of funk and reggae infusion into their music. It's enjoyable. It's going to be a great outdoor band. You can dance, and of course, the amenities at Wagner are fantastic. And I know I can't stop talking about Lincoln Hill Farm. Well, Dirty Blanket is a local band. They've been touring the Northeast and attending zillions of festivals. Very popular. They're a 5-piece string band. Bluegrass influenced, and Max Flansburgh, a local artist, is one of their players, and that's a ticketed event. Did you know Lincoln Hill has 95 acres of farmland? And it's a working farm, and they've provided an environment, open air, stars at night. Check it out. Doors open at 5. Tickets on FLXmusic247.com, or you can go directly to Lincoln Hill Farm website to get those. And then again, an acronym, POB. Make up your own words. I'm not going to try it this time, but I know for sure what it stands for. It's Point of the Bluff. And their concert series opens with a band called The Calling, which is a band that was started in 1996, and they've had their up and downs, and they're back together, and they're offering American rock influenced by U2, Pearl Jam, and Bon Jovi. But I'd like to note that our hometown favorite, Dallas Green, will be opening for them. So that's a double bonus. She's a local artist, and she has been performing at multiple venues in our area, including the Lake House and Ventosa. So check her out. That's on June 4th. Again, that's a ticketed event, and you'll have to find those. You know where to look. Well, our tried and true segment is designed to get you back to places that you know have great music, or hear bands that you know are great. So I'm going to run through these rather quickly. If you're wondering what's playing at Miranda Cheese any Sunday this month, you can just check my site and see what's going on. Or, of course, you can head to their website. They have a great website as well. So Bad Juju is going to be playing some classic rock. At Big Alice Brewing, my favorite, I booked Hanna PK for the Memorial Day Festival. She brought her whole band, the Blue Hearts. They had a Hammond B3 organ, her on keys, a great drummer and a guitarist, and with Hannah's vocals, wow, what a show. I'm pretty sure she's going to be playing a duo setting at Big Alice on Friday, but I hope to get to hear her again. I hear her any day, really. If you get a chance, come on over. And I might mention that the people, of course, are nice at Big Alice, but the beer is great, so come on over. They often have food trucks available. And then down, if you get down to Keg and Barrel, Aaron and Jim, the new owners this summer, have created a special place with a deck that overlooks Keuka Lake, and every Friday from 6 to 9 they have happy hour music. This week they're presenting Ryan Consiglio from 6 to 9, and they have over 20 different types of beer on tap. They have their own kitchen. They often have food trucks. It's just a great place to head down and spend a pleasant afternoon kicking off the weekend. I recommend it. And for the late night crowd, Watkins Glen, from the top of the lake to the bottom. What is it, about 40 miles? 40 miles? Okay, so you'll definitely need a designated driver. But for, well, you should always use a designated driver. Let's clarify that. But the reason I mention it is because Landon's is your perfect late night spot. A lot of people like to go out late, and there's not too many places that have music past 9 p.m. around here because, you know, it gets dark. But Doc Cavallero and the Memphis Mafia will be playing at Landon's on Saturday, June 4th from 9 to midnight, and they're right downtown Watkins Glen. Consider staying down there. It's a great town, lots to see, walk around, other bars and restaurants right on the street, not to mention, of course, the lake. And, tried and true, every week it blows me away. I live up at the top of the lakes, and Geneva is the place to be. So not only do we have bands on the street with restaurants and wineries and breweries open to you and the social club right on the street, we have music on Friday from Big J Blues, 6 to 9, Friday, June 3rd, and on Saturday from Naked Wood, which is an acoustic duo, playing out on the streets. But that's not all, because at the Cracker Factory, we have an amazing performance Beatle tribute band called the Burned Out Sons with some local band members playing that. That's going to be from 8 to 11. You could stagger. You could go one place at 6, another place at 8. And then, well, Sean Kelly and the Samples Trio, which is a nationally known act. Sean's in town for somebody's party, and Flema and the Twisted Rail in Geneva grouped together to present Sean Kelly and the Samples Trio. That's a ticketed event. Tickets will be available at the door. If you grab them in advance, they're $25. At the door, I think they're $30. That's going to be going late night this weekend from 9 to 12 in Geneva at the Twisted Rail. And then Stivers Marine over at the Tiki Bar North will offer music on Friday night from 6 to 9. And on Sunday, they have a King of the Oldies band playing from 4 to 8, Sunday, June 5th. So, you know, come on, let's go. Let's get up. Let's go out. You got to go out. I mean, you had 2 years of staying home. It's time to get out and support local businesses and support your musicians. Tip your bartenders, tip your band members, and, you know, dance if you can. I don't know. I'm not a dancer, but I think you should be. And in our Try Something New segment, well, I'm a jazz artist and a jazz fanatic, so whenever I can promote jazz, I will. You know, lots of places play classic rock or blues or whatever, but if I can get you out in front of some jazz music, that's one of my goals in life. So you can hear the Stardusters All-Star Band, which is at least a 9-piece jazz orchestra playing at Zeb's Green Shutters over in Auburn. That's right on the lake. It's across the street from the park, so you can have a beautiful view and enjoy some incredible music performed by, you know, people like me who love jazz. A new place down in Watkins Glen that opened in 2019 is the Seneca Cheese Company. It's so upscale. They've done a beautiful job with their facility, and you can do cheese tastings down there. And we have an acoustic singer, Brandon Lusk, who's out of Pennsylvania performing this week. I forgot. It must be Saturday from 4 to 7, I think. So check that out. I recommend the place just because the atmosphere seems like a fun place to listen to music, and if you're a cheese lover, well, you do what cheese lovers do. The Geneva Music Festival continues with their series. Check out my website, flxmusic247.com, to see the lineup, or you can go directly to Geneva Music Festival. There's a few more concerts this week and next week. They had a total of 8 concerts in their festival series, so check them out. And then I have to say that, well, it happened to me a few times, even this last week, where I've had a chance to hear world-class musicians play in an audience that was not a world-class audience, but I kind of liked it because it was like they were playing for me. Well, Vineyard View is a beautiful vineyard that sits up high on the side of Keuka Lake over on the west side. And as it says, Vineyard View, it's a view of the vineyard. But Steve Grills and the Roadmasters are playing there. I expect that the crowd will be perfect for the setting. They'll be out on the hillside. They have their food truck, their offerings, and you'll get to hear a world-class blues band right in our local area without the hassle of traffic, parking, etc., and so on. Go out and have some fun. Find that place. Also down on the south hill of Ithaca, again, it's a little bit farther, but it's well worth the trip. There's 3 chances to hear music this weekend. Tonight, on Thursday, they have 2 female artists, Jessie Gray and Lydia Gerelson, playing acoustic duo. Then on Friday, they're going to have a band. I haven't heard this band. It sounded interesting to me. I'd like to hear them. Judge Green's band with Max Moses. And then, of course, jazz. That's why I started that. But every Monday night down at the South Hill Cidery, they have a Monday jazz series, and this coming week on June 6th will be MAC, which are some local Ithaca musicians that play together. You know, Ithaca is home to Ithaca College, which has a huge music program, and even Cornell has a pretty strong music program down there, and a lot of musicians find themselves staying in town afterwards, and there's lots of teachers that play in bands, and lots of professors that get involved, and so you can typically hear, again, professional musicians playing in small town settings. It'll blow you away. You got to check it out. So that's that, but we have more. Whew. Every time I look, I get more and more excited, and then I realize, oh, I'm just one person. I can only go to one thing at a time. And so I just dream about what these things are going to be for the people that attend them. And so the Trumansburg Porch Festival coming up on June 11th, check out that. I myself will be performing jazz music on June 12th at the Lakeshore Winery. We're doing a fundraiser for the Seneca Falls Performing Arts Center. That's going to be super fun. I'll be participating in a group of local professional musicians. I think there's 5 of us. We're going to be wailing away from 5:30 to 7:30. It should be fun. I hope you can come out and see me and hear some jazz, of course. And then down in Penn Yan, the Keuka Arts Festival coming up. The 4th annual Ithaca Reggae Fest, June 17th and 18th. Hot on the Streets will be cruising night in Penn Yan on the 17th. That's a Friday. Auburn's going to offer this incredible, it's from 5 to 10. On June 25th, there's going to be tons of bands and vendors and food, and they're just excited to kick off everything that Auburn has to offer. And in Seneca Falls, we're looking forward to the 6th annual Canal Fest, July 1 through 3, and I helped get some of the bands for that event. We'll talk about that later, but put that on your calendar. And coming up in July, also the famous Canandaigua Music and Arts Festival coming up on July 15th through the 17th, and so much more. Yeah, just keep looking back at the calendar. I typically am adding events throughout the week. If you're planning for events of the future, you'll find a healthy amount of events there. As the weekend draws near, I'll be adding other events that I've found throughout the week just to make sure that you know what's going on. Last year, on Friday, Saturdays, there were typically over 50 events on the calendar. I expect this year there may be more. So, you got to look. There's choices. Find it. You got to have some fun. Get out. And, of course, I need your support. I need you to, if you will, I'd love for you to follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Every time I come across an event, I repost that on the FLX Music 247 Facebook page. So if you just go there, you can scroll and see some of the upcoming events. If you just want to see more pictures or get different kinds of links, you can do that. And Who and I are still working on our plan, but you'll see that soon. Never mind. And, of course, I also need your help connecting with people that are involved with music. I'm still looking to get more community events on the calendar, so if you or someone you know is looking for music to book or has music offerings that you'd like to promote, I have a very reasonable marketing fee and I'd love to work with you. So check me out. It's easy to get to my email because it's just Gmail after FLX Music 247. So I think that's it. No, it's not. It's not it. Not it. Oh, I have a story to tell too. So, again, I don't know about you. I'm sure I'm not unusual in the fact that I typically tap on Facebook just for fun, when I have a few minutes here and there. And I came across an event that was coming up at the Bonta Vista Golf Course. And I'm like, the Bonta Vista Golf Course in Ovid? What could possibly be going on at the Bonta Vista Golf Course in Ovid? Well, Gabe Stillman, a nationally recognized blues artist, was playing on a pop-up Wednesday concert. Well, I just had to get in the car and drive down there because, again, a chance to see a world-class artist in a super small venue, which means lots of things. You get to see them play. You get to hear them play. You get to meet the artists during the intermission. You get to, find new friends in the venue that you're at. But anyway, Gabe Stillman, if you get a chance, now that he's doing more traveling and getting out farther, you got to see him when he's here, which is super fun. He was a finalist in the 35th International Blues Challenge. His latest album highlights his skills as a songwriter and his beautiful singing voice. He's a showman. He's all heart. You got to meet him. And I put a quote on there from Alligator Records, the president, Brice. He's described Stillman as one of the most promising young blues talents on the scene today. And earlier in May, he was down in Memphis in a few different blues showcases, really getting his name out. I checked his tour list, and he has a handful of Finger Lakes events, but he has a lot of events in neighboring states and even across the country. So we look forward to helping him grow his career right here in the Finger Lakes. Go hear him if you get a chance. You can find his information on on his website or his Facebook page if you'd like to follow him more closely. I recommend that. And so that's that. Get out. Go hear some music. What can I say? Have you practiced your instrument? Did you find one? Are you inspired? After watching the concert this past weekend at Memorial Day, I shouldn't be surprised. I don't know. I'm always a little bit more optimistic than I need to be. The ability to play an instrument, the hours of time that it takes to prepare. I myself made my set list agonizing over, should we play this song or that song? Does it highlight the skills of myself and my bandmates? Will it be appealing to the crowd? Will the venue appreciate what we have to offer? All these things go into creating a set of music just for you. And I recommend that you tip the band, but also in your own profession. Make sure that you're giving the attention to the skills that you need to grow and develop. I'm sure a lot of people look at your work and think it's effortless, and it's not. But continue to work on your craft and present excellent work for our world. We all need you to be great, be positive, and to help our world and the United States be the best possible place it can be to live. So come on over to the Finger Lakes. We got lots of awesome musicians and plenty of wonderful people, things to eat and drink, places to go, history to learn. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next week.